Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday morning yoga class in the middle of February. I think it is, I don't know, February 17th maybe. Let's see, we are going to do a class that is a little bit more chi, a little bit more side body, but otherwise an overall Vinyasa type of class. It is good to see everybody. I was gone the last 2 weeks skiing, so it'll feel good to get back to yoga. Hope it feels good to your body too, or maybe you've been doing recordings and going to other classes, which is what I hope for you. Go ahead and take some deep sighs. Let your eyes close in that comfortable upright position. Giving yourself this time for your body, emotions, and mind to arrive here on the mat. Letting everything connect in this moment. As we begin to follow the breath in and out. Feeling the fall and rise of the chest, the belly. Staying present for this moment. And with my eyes closed, I randomly opened my book of poems on what's true here. And it's called Outside the Castle Walls. And I've never read this one, so let's see what it is. Rain dissolves away the outer layers of my fear. What's beneath the silent witness has the capacity to see a bigger picture and not react. And under that, a measure of ease and surprising creativity. Fear reappears. The tremblings of an anxious mind keep pulling me back outside where I get lost for a time, believing the nightmares, reliving scenes that never should have happened, though they did. The sound of steady rain soothes frayed nerves. While it can't erase the memories, it gives me distance. That was then, and this is now. That was then, and this is now. My inward journey begins again through feelings, images, bliss, and then I'm sitting outside a castle with no apparent means of entry. No doors or windows, no welcome sign, no drawbridge or ladder, no rough rock walls to climb. It's by grace alone that I'll get inside. And in the meantime, fear and doubt pull me out and I begin again, patiently or impatiently making my way through illusion's fog. When I finally catch a glimpse of castle spires, I think maybe this time I'll be invited in. But no voice rings out, no door swings wide. Just to sit here waiting is enough for me today. Simply to offer myself for whatever use grace wants to make of me feels like a privilege that I do not take for granted. Okay. Letting those words resonate with you, that vision of a castle. And from this place, we'll begin our practice. As we inhale together and exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. And out. 1 One more. And out. And with that next breath, we open our eyes and reach our arms to the sky. On the inhale, we reach up. And on the exhale, we let those hands come down. And I told you we're going to focus on the side body. So on this next breath, let's leave one hand on the ground and bring the other hand over the head, noting that the hip bones stay grounded through the sits bones, and we reach out through those fingertips. Really sensing the side ribs, the side body. You should feel that stretch from all the way from that sits bones up through the side as we breathe. Go ahead and bring that hand down and immediately bring the opposite hand over. Same thing, really pushing into the sits bones as you reach out through the fingertips. Every breath may be stretching and sinking a little deeper into the side stretch. And then we bring that hand down and over. Let's bring both hands up again and reach them forward, sliding the fingertips forward as we let our head come down. Maybe it finds a block, maybe it finds the earth. Again, this time stretching the back body, tailbone and sits bones keep reaching back as fingertips reach forward. And then we slide the fingertips back along tall spine, switch position of the feet, meaning put the opposite shin in front of the other or the opposite on top of the other. And then we'll do it one more time as we reach up and reach forward, letting those fingertips slide. Sits bones reach back, forehead reaches for the earth, and then you can kind of roll your forehead side to side, either on that block or the floor. As if you could press out the wrinkles, the stress, the tension in your forehead. And let's go ahead and come on back up and immediately reposition yourself on the mat to come into all fours. Knees are under hips, wrists are under elbows, under shoulders. Little spinal undulation to wake up that spine. Here in all fours, and then coming to neutral spine, we reach right foot back, toes point down. And then we're gonna bring right knee to right shoulder, tap, and back. Let's do 3 of those, tap, and back. Maybe it doesn't reach all the way, that's fine. Just bring it, squeeze, crunch that side. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 more on the right. And then set that side down, wiggle in the middle between sides, and reach the left foot back, and we'll do some crunching on that side. Slow with the breath. Bring it in and reach it back. No need to look at the screen once you know what you're doing. Feel into your body in this moment. And then set the knee down. Again, hips around the knees or spinal undulation, whatever feels right. Right foot back. And then we're going to bring right knee to left elbow under the body. So we often do this in plank, doing it in all fours. 3 to 5, 1 to 5. And set that side down. Little wiggle, left foot back. And then bring left knee to right elbow. And kick it back. Connecting breath and movement is always a part of our yoga practice. Set that side down. And then let's go ahead and tuck our toes, lift our knees, hover here, feeling the strength of our core. And then bring the belly and thighs together. This turbo dog, as I heard someone call it. Pushing into the palms, head between the upper arms, belly on thighs, tailbone reaches to the sky. And then let's pedal one foot down and the other as we come into downward dog. And then finally both heels back at the same time. Tailbone up, creating those long lines of a triangle. Pushing equally in with feet and palms. And then go ahead and look up between the hands and walk our feet to that spot. And again, belly to thighs. Let's put our big toes together, heels slightly apart, tailbone up, forward fold, but with belly at thighs, keeping a little bend in the knees. We can lift and lower the tailbone, coming into forward fold, easing our way there. And then this time we come up halfway for flat back. Hands can reach back, arcing on the shins, back to forward fold. And then let's come back, or come up all the way, reverse swan. Fingers touch above the head and through the middle. Hands by the side. Right hand comes up, over, or look this way, and down. So let's make some circles so we have that little stretch, and then bring it across the body and up. One more like that. And then let's do it with the left side up. So reach, cross the body, tall spine, little arc, cross the body, tall spine, one more, and up. Now let's reach both hands up, hold, and then we're going to bring right knee to right elbow and down, and left knee to left elbow and down. So whoop. A little crunching of the side bodies again in a standing position at your rate. And maybe one more each side. And then you're still at the top of the mat. Eyes gaze up, and then a prayer through the center, back to forward fold. Inhale halfway, hands to the mat, step back to that plank. Holding here, shift forward, slowly lower, belly to the earth, release the tops of the feet, and come up for a little cobra, lifting the heart. And roll it down. 2 more times like that. Inhale up. And exhale all the way down. One more. Inhale up. And down. Retuck the toes. Push back up and meet knee. And downward dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. And then hands together, hands at heart, and then hips reach back for a chair pose. And we're gonna go from, alternate two movements again, from chair pose, hips back, to up, in with palms still together, reach to the right, to chair, reach to the left. Once you see what we're doing, you can alternate those moves. We'll do 3 sets to each side. And back. Meet me in chair. Hands reach up. And back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk or step back to that plank. And let's lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Really opening the heart. And back to down dog. Well done. Right foot to the sky for three-legged dog. And right knee, right elbow, three-legged plank. Right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Right knee, left elbow. Let's do 3 on each side again. You count. Can always just hold three-legged dog or pick a different variation. And the very last one, bring that right foot between the hands and come on up for high lunge. Hands reach up, hips sink, knees tracking over toes. And then let's go ahead and turn that left heel down for a warrior 1. Because where I'm going from here is we're gonna bring hands to the heart, and then we're gonna bring this right elbow in and shoulder inside the right knee and reach the left hand up. I'll turn this way. My hands are like such. So it's like a side angle. If that's too much, you can put the elbow there, but if you can hold it on the inside the knee, that would be lovely. Again, we're working that side body. And then let's come up for warrior 2. Arms spread out, hips sink. Holding here. From warrior 2, let's straighten that leg, hands touch above, and sink back to warrior 2 3 times. Pulsing up and down. One more up and one more down. Meet me in warrior 2 and then reverse the warrior. Feeling that side body. Back to warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands. Step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's reach that left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And then left knee, left knee, left elbow, three-legged plank, three-legged dog. Three-legged plank with a twist, so left knee, right elbow, three-legged dog. Left knee, left elbow, three-legged dog. You know where we're going. One more each side. And then left foot between the legs. And we came up first to high lunge, so the heels up. Taking the time to feel into this pose. Then turning right heel down. That back foot's at a 45. Hands at heart. And then it's a variation on a humble warrior versus a side plank. Right hand up, left hand on heart. Back to warrior two, or to warrior two. I think we haven't done warrior two yet. Hip sink. And then from here, straighten the left leg, hands over the head, and back. Up, and back. Oops. Up, and back, and hold. And then let's cartwheel the hands. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, child's pose. Well done. We're going to go back and do that same series again, but we'll add on standing poses. Let's have 2 more clearing breaths here. Big inhale, big exhale. And then coming back to all fours. A little wiggle before we start again. Tuck the toes, back to downward dog. And then let's look up, walk, step, or jump. Inhale halfway, exhale forward fold, bend the knees, come into chair, hands up, hands at heart, and then we're alternating the side bend to chair. Let's do 3 on each side. With the breath, alternating right and left. And then chair to forward fold. Well done. Halfway. Hands to the mat. Walk, step, or jump back. And lower down. Inhale up on and exhale down dog. Here's again those right leg to the sky for 3-legged dog. Right knee, right elbow, and up to left elbow. Alternating back and forth. Building some heat. And then right foot top of the mat. This time let's immediately go into warrior one. So go ahead before we come up and put that left heel down. And then come up for warrior one. From warrior one, bring our hands to heart. A little humble warrior as we drop our shoulder inside the right knee. Right hand on heart, left hand up as we hold here. And then we can either come back through warrior one and then to warrior two, or maybe you went straight to warrior two. From warrior two, we pulse up, hands up, hands out. Knee straightens and sinks and straightens and sinks. From warrior two, turning back to warrior one, hands at heart. Hands reach out, fingertips up to heart, open to heart. So the base is solid, open to heart. Now with hands at heart, we're gonna, I'm stepping back so I stay on the screen, bring ourselves up into warrior three. Left foot reaches back. And then we're gonna do those same movements. Hands out to heart, hands out, pushing away, coming together. One more. Now, optimally, you bring that knee through and up, hands are still at heart. And then we're gonna bring left elbow back as if you're pulling an arrow and right fist forward. Feel the strength of that pose. Belly pulls in. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back through warrior three. And then step back to warrior one. Are you with me? From here, hands up, and then hands down. Left heel pops up, step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Same thing, other side. Big breath, tongue out. Another big breath before we start the other side. Lion's breath. Left foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Left knee, left elbow. Three-legged dog, three-legged plank. Cross. With the breath. One more each side. And this time we bring that left foot all the way up between the hands. Turn the right heel down and meet me in warrior one. First holding this, feeling our strength, taking the time. Hands come to heart. Variation on humble warrior, left shoulder drops. Left hand to heart, right hand up. Hold here. Like I said, you can go straight to warrior two, or go to warrior one and then warrior two. Meeting me in warrior two. From here, we hands over the head, 3 of these, just pulsing the legs, giving them a break. Inhale up, exhale warrior two. Inhale up, exhale warrior two. I think that was 3. Turning back to warrior one. Hands to heart, shifting back. Because from warrior one, we're going to warrior, stay there. From warrior one, we're opening. Palms push out, because this is the same movement we're going to do in warrior three. Push the energy to the sides and bring it in at the heart. One more. Push the energy to the sides, bring it to the heart, and then from the heart, we're going to lift that right foot and meet me in warrior three. Once you find your balance there, again, hands out, Hands to the heart. Hands out. Hands to the heart. Hands out. Hands to the heart. And then bring that knee through. And we pulled right elbow out. Left hand forward in a fist with the palm facing down. And we held here for 5 breaths. Feeling our power. The strength of this pose. Back to prayer hands. Back to warrior 3. Step back. Back to warrior 1. Hands down. Step back. Lower down. Now let's bring our belly all the way to the earth. Release the tops of the feet. Reaching the hands back by the sides. Let's first pause again. Bringing the left temple to the mat. So some passive neck stretch. And then lifting the head and putting right temple to the mat. It's all yoga. The passive stretches and the challenging poses. And then let's come back center, chin to mat, and then lifting through the head, nose, chin. Reach fingertips back as you lift the chin and chest up. We still have the tops of the feet on the mat right now. Keep lifting. And then tap the forehead down. The second time you can do it the same, or you can also lift heels up and chest up. Eyes gaze forward, keep holding, keep lifting a little bit more. And down. This time bring your hands, stack the palms, and rest your forehead right there in the middle so the nose points down, but you have plenty of room to breathe. Pausing in the center. From here, go ahead and slide your hands back by your ribs and push up to all fours and undulate that spine to release those lifts. Before we go to seated positions, I'm going to have us go through that flow one more time, but instead of holding the poses each for 3 to 5 breaths, we're going to flow through it. So it's going to go faster, but you know where we're going. So let's see how that goes. Are you ready? Tuck your toes and meet me in downward dog. So the beginning starts the same. Right leg to the sky, right knee, right elbow. 3-legged dog, variation, right knee, left elbow. You know where we're going. One more each side. Right foot up, right foot top of the mat, left heel down. We go to warrior 1. Oh my gosh, sorry. Hands to heart. Humble warrior variation, right hand to heart, left hand up. Let's go straight to warrior 2. Whoop, pull yourself up using that side body that we've been working on. Straighten the leg, sink a little lower. Straighten the leg, sink a little lower. Straighten the leg, sink a little lower. From here, come back to warrior 1. Hands to heart, open, push to the sides, come to the center. Push to the sides, come to the center. Really activate those arms, center, From here, lift up, warrior three. And again, same movements. Push to the side, to the heart. Hands out, hands together. Hands out, hands together. From here, we bring that left knee through. From prayer hands, we reach the left elbow back. Palm, this left hand's in a fist with the palm up. Right hand reaches out, fist with the palm down. Feel the power of that move that alternates with the power of coming back to prayer hands. Back to warrior one. Hands down. Step back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Left leg, left elbow. Three-legged plank. Up. Left leg, knee to right elbow. And alternate. This is the last set of these. You will be happy to know. And when you're done, bring that left foot up and meet me. And warrior one. From here, hands to the heart. Variation on humble warrior. Right hand up, left hand on heart. From here, warrior two. From here, pulse it up, palms together, warrior two. Three of those. Well done. From there, back to warrior one. Hands to prayer. Push out, bring it in. Push out, bring it in. Push out, bring it in. Launching to warrior three. And again, push out, bring it in. Push out and bring it in. Playing with our balance. Hands at prayer. Knee through. And then we come into that power move. Right elbow back. Fist is up. Left fist forward. Fist is down. Holding here, really engaging our balance. And then back to warrior one. Hands down. Step back. Put the knees down and meet me in child's pose. Well done. Now from here, since we're playing with side body, I want you to take that left hand and bring it out to the right side. So there's a tiny bit of a twist here, even in our child's pose. Eyes can kind of gaze under that right arm and then close. Left palm faces up, opening shoulders. It's a variation on thread the needle. Let's put that left hand back and bring the right hand through. And slowing the breath. Both hands forward. Now we're going to walk both hands off to the right side. We're still in child's pose with opening the side ribs. So hands are off the mat, feeling that rib stretch, side body stretch. We've done so many variations. Walk the hands back through the center and then walk them off the mat to the left. So we open the right. Back to the center, and then let's roll up to the kneeling position. Feel the tall spine, sitting on our heels. Big toes touch. From here, we're going to shift forward to our knees, cross our ankles, and then sit back. Let's go ahead and come to a wide angle sitting position. So adjust yourself on your mat. I was going to do this standing, but we need to do some floor exercises. So here we are. Lift through the spine. First, just begin by feeling the strength of this pose in the upright position. And then let's drop the right hand so it's by your right hip and bring the left hand over, like we did earlier, but with the wide angle. So we're not reaching for the toe, we're reaching straight over to begin with. And my hand is behind my leg. So a little different. Then let the left hand come behind the left leg and bring the right hand over. We'll get to the more familiar ones. Then this time bring the right hand toward the right toes. So we're moving forward and bring the left hand over. So now the hands are over the right toe. Maybe you have a lot of flexibility and that hand can reach all the way over to the toe. Now left hand reaches for left toe and the right hand straight over the leg. Just feeling the difference side to side. We did it behind the leg, over the leg, and now this time, right hand comes in front of the leg. And again, reach over. Oh, and last one, left hand in front of the leg. I like to put my forearm in front of the shin and then reach over. And definitely a different side to side for me on which side has more flexibility today. No judgment, who knows? And back to the center. And then to re-center us, we're gonna put both hands on the mat in front of us and slide the hands forward. Again, you can come to bolster your elbows. Maybe your chin or forehead can touch the mat. Quite likely they can't. You can make props with your hands if you don't have any props available or within reach. And let us take some deep breaths here in this forward fold. Letting the gravity open up the back of our legs. Resting into this stretch. As we slow down our practice. Again, maybe rocking the head side to side, ironing out those forehead creases, worries, letting it all go. Couple more breaths here, taking the time to let gravity stretch the fascia, the tendons. And then we come back up, long tall spine, hands behind us as we bring the feet together in front of us. Maybe a little wiggle or a rock here. Maybe you want to put a bend in your knees, and again, let your belly reach to your thighs, let your chin and shin reach forward, and then grabbing the sides of your feet, slide forward. Coming into a forward fold. Enjoying just the stretch down the middle now, not side to side, just right down the center. Basic forward fold, powerful move. Oh, feels so good. Come on back up, bring your knees with you. Let's go ahead and do one more seated position. Knees open up. Butterfly. Soles of the feet together. Shoulders come up, back, and drop them down. Feel yourself be the lotus blossom. You're in an upright position. Go ahead and reach your hands to your knees. Bring the knees back together. Soles flat on the floor, heels by your hips, and then drop your head, opening that space in the back, especially between the shoulder blades as you give yourself a hug. Curling inward. Taking the time to tell yourself, I love you, I've got you, we can do this. Lift the crown of the head, bring the hands back behind you, fingertips point toward the hips, step the feet hip width apart, and then we're going to reach our hips and belly button to the sky as we press into the soles of the feet and the hands. Opening hips, opening shoulders, reverse tabletop. Eyes can look up or close, whatever feels right. And then we lower the hips. And we're going to come to our backs. Once you come to your back, go ahead and wiggle, rock, roll, massage that whole back. And let's reach the heels up and the hands up. And then let's reach, let's see if I can do this. Left foot reaches out and right hand reaches out. So, and then we bring those up and the opposite. Oops. To me, this one feels like I have to use a lot of mental energy to keep opposite hand and foot up and opposite out. So just go really slow. Extension, and if you need to bend your knees, that's fine. But just really concentrate it. This cross lateral movement is so good for the brain. So not only are we stretching the body, building core, but we're really working the brain. Just alternating side and side, doesn't matter the speed. That leg hovers, and you'll notice as the more you do, the more you're like, those wires, they say, you know, your brain starts wiring and firing together. And you're like, oh, now I can start doing it faster, right? Maybe, maybe not. But just see. And let's just do one more each side, and then bend the knees and bring your hands to the top of the knees again and rock side to side. Good job. From here, we're going to put our arms in cactus arms. And then we're just going to rock the knees to the right. And eyes look toward your left elbow. Nice twist. So even though we've done all this side body work, we didn't do really twisting like this. So this is actually, we're wringing it out now. It's a different move than the side crunches. We're letting the sides relax and lengthen. So take the time to really let go. Nice deep sighs. And knees back up through the center, maybe a wiggle, and drop them to the left. Eyes gaze to the right, elbow and close. Again, taking the time to let this side body now stretch. Wringing it out, wringing out the core. Couple more breaths on this side. And let's meet back in the middle, hands on knees, rocking and rolling. Let's do happy baby, grabbing the outsides of the feet, knees coming to the armpits. Rock side to sides here, maybe kick the heels out, pull them in, clap the feet. Lift the head. Just do what feels right. Make it really organic and playful and And when we've had enough of that, let's go ahead and bring knees together. Wrap our arms around the shins. Kiss our knees. Thanks. Hug yourself really tight. Little smile on your lips, that Buddha smile. Big love. Tight, tight, tight. And then let's stretch out into Shavasana. Delicious Shavasana. Palms face up, legs completely relaxed, toes naturally just fall open. If for some reason laying on your back is uncomfortable, maybe tuck something under your knees. A pillow or a bolster can take that tension out of the lower back, or just roll to the right side at the beginning. It's your Shavasana. I want you to be completely relaxed and joyful. Each out breath, keep sensing relaxation. Staying here. Now that poem I found challenging, so I'm going to read it to you again so that we can get its message. Like I said, I'd never read this one. Outside the castle walls. This is by Dana Falls, another yoga teacher. Rain dissolves away the outer layers of my fear. What's beneath? The silent witness. has the capacity to see a bigger picture and not react. And under that, a measure of ease and surprising creativity. Fear reappears. The tremblings of an anxious mind keep pulling me back outside where I get lost for a time, believing the nightmares, reliving scenes that never should have happened, though they did. The sound of steady rain soothes frayed nerves. While it can't erase the memories, it gives me distance. That was then, and this is now. That was then, and this is now. My inward journey begins again, through feelings, images, bliss, and then I'm sitting outside a castle with no apparent means of entry. No doors or windows, no welcome sign, no drawbridge or ladder, no rough rock walls to climb. It's by grace alone that I'll get inside, and in the meantime, fear and doubt pull me out, and I begin again, patiently or impatiently, making my way through illusion's fog. When I finally catch a glimpse of castle spires, I think, maybe this time I'll be invited in. But no voice rings out, no door swings wide. Just to sit here waiting is enough for me today. Simply to offer myself for whatever use grace wants to make of me feels like a privilege that I do not take for granted. So I'll mind the time while you rest in Shavasana. As usual, I encourage you to stay in Shavasana for 5-10 minutes or even longer. Just being here now. But if you're ready to come back into the rest of your day, bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly as we begin to be aware again of the breath, the rise, the fall, the rhythm, the flow. The aliveness beneath our palms. The sacredness of being alive. And then from here, let's yawn, let's stretch, reaching those hands over the head. Give your spine a little wiggle as you roll to your right side. Resting here. Head rests on upper arm, knees toward chest. Bringing to mind gratitude, thankfulness, the ability to learn to love what is. And when you're ready, Push yourself back up to that seated position. Bring your hands together yet again at your chest. Thumbs rest right there. And we're going to breathe in and out 3 times together to close our practice. We inhale. And on the exhale, you're allowed to make noise this time. A little ha, ooh, ah, om. Whatever wants to come out. Again, ha. Last one. That spirit, that light in me honors that and every single one of you. Namaste. I look forward to seeing you all Thursday or on the next time you hit a recording and hit play. Thank you.